Well, hello YouTube, and welcome back to Retired for Life. We're having a little bit of fun with the Halloween season approaching, and we are back to work for a little while today on the road to nowhere. It was a very late start today. I had to run into town to pick up a couple of upgrades, badly needed upgrades for the shop. So we'll look at those later on, but for now, I'm back here with the grapple facing in this time to get a little bit of cleanup work done. I've got a lot of these stumps that I've pulled out and some old logs and things that I have found that I want to get thrown down into a low spot on the path here. And these stumps and stuff, I want to get everything moved over and dumped into that pile over there so it's out of the way. So we're going to get to work on that, and we've got about an hour, not much more than that, and we'll see how far we can get today. So let's get the deadly claw running again and get back at it. Well, we're getting there, guys. It's hard to see level properly from the seat of the backhoe. I can see now that I'm off that I'm still tipped up pretty good in a couple of spots. So I'm going to keep fussing with that until we can get down to right around here where you folks are sitting, and then I can start putting some of the debris into here to fill it. And we are getting a little late in the day. So let's see how much farther we can get. All right, guys, we are starting to make some decent progress here. This is becoming much flatter. We're starting to clear the junk out of the way here. So this will all get cleaned up. You can see where I'm going to be able to take some earth out over here. It's all high over here, so I can take out a few more stumps, pull out a little bit of earth, and start filling in here where I've been laying these old cedar posts. Okay, time to get home for dinner, and we'll see you guys in the morning. Well, I can't believe I didn't get that captured. Very disappointing. But I got that giant rock out of that hole and dragged it over here. It's a pretty good size, as you can see. Well, we've been making tremendous progress here, getting things cleaned up. I'm seeing more and more possibilities for a nice little shack down here to keep shovels and that kind of stuff in pry bars and whatnot for when I might need it. So once I get a lot of this cleaned up here, I'm going to bring in a bunch of grass seed. I like using a mix of grass and clover that I get from the local feed and farm supply place, and it really grows very, very well. Clover is great because it's got such a good root system on it that it really spreads out and does a very nice job of keeping the erosion down to a minimum. We'll see what the morning brings. We'll see you guys then. Well, good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to Retired for Life. We are back down here again on the road to nowhere, slowly expanding this area in here. We've got a lot more stumps out, and the path is getting better, but the issue right now is all the rain we've been having has made this part of it pretty muddy. So what I'm going to need to do fairly soon is bring down a bunch of sawdust from the sawmill and start spreading it in here to help take up that mud. But I'm not quite ready for that yet. So we've got the grapple on the tractor and the backhoe. So we're going to do a little more cleaning out, get rid of a few more stumps on this side, and see if we can fix up the trail a little bit farther down here to even it out a bit more. All right, let's get on the tractor and get back to work. Well, guys, that was a pretty good cluster of stumps right there. That was great. That's a big one. Well, the BX is a small tractor, but boy, oh boy, it does the job. I could not get back here with the big 100 horsepower tractor. Now, it would make short work of a lot of this stuff, but I'd have to just about cut a highway through everything to get that tractor back here. which of course I don't want to do. Well, we've made some very good progress again today. Got a bunch more stumps out. We're actually starting to get down on the number of stumps that I need to take out. So the plan right now, kind of thinking of it as I'm going, is to kind of create a parking lot turnaround zone down here. And over in this far corner, I'm going to put my 8x8 shed. So that'll be a spot for me to store equipment in, fuel, that kind of stuff, and put a chair in there and have a spot to rest and get out of the rain or whatever if I need to. And this area here will give me enough room to be able to bring vehicles down and store them down here if I wanted. Well, I've got a job going on. I can come down, park the ATV here, bring the tractor down, that type of thing, stage my equipment here for whatever job I've got going at the time. Eventually, I'm going to get a big chipper, I think next year, for the back of my Kubota, and we'll be doing a lot of chipping and stuff. But I think my next step here will be to get the shovel back on the front. So I'll get the grapple off and then see if I can level this out a little more. And I'm going to bring down a few shovel loads of sawdust from the mill to throw out along the back here to help level that out, kind of thing. Because we do need to get further back there, but I want to get this area basically done, less the shed, of course, before we continue on along the trail. It is looking good. We're making really good progress. And as you can see, this is all, well, maybe you can't, but this is all high in here. And that's good because I'm going to try to dig some of that out to move down here and fill in this trail here. Get rid of this low spot so I don't have water sitting in there. But I think that's going to be it for today. Well, it's getting close to break time, where I'm going to meet up with the rest of the crew over at the wood processor, and we'll sit and review the day's events and have tea. And that's going to be it for today's video, folks. I hope you've enjoyed it and got a chuckle out of our little bit of pre-Halloween fun through it. And if you have been enjoying the videos, please don't forget to give them a like. And I would really love to have you subscribe to the channel. It would help a lot. And I'd love to have you follow us along on the continuing adventures out here. So stay tuned for the story of the haunting of the road to nowhere. All right, folks. Stay safe. We'll see you out on the trails the next time.